Hello and welcome to Tonalist Painting by M. Francis McCarthy. This is your painter in residence, M. Francis McCarthy, painter in residence one day. I don't, I don't know. But anyway, it's good to have a standard greeting, folks. You just trust me on that. The painting we're doing today is called Meadow, and it is a 5x5 study for an 8x8 painting that I did that we'll be doing our next video for. I painted this like it was around the same time of year, around August or September. I'm real happy with the little study. I'm real happy with the larger painting too, and I've done this motif several times. It was originally the reference image was photographed by me probably back in 2008 or 9, and I got up real early one morning and went out to this area that's called Silver Creek in Silver Creek because I used to mine mercury there, and it's these sort of beautiful California foothills, with the oaks and things like that. And I went out with my little power shot Canon and was taking photos to use for reference for paintings. And we're proud of myself because I love the morning. I love the way the light looks, but I usually love sleeping morning reference. And this was a day where I showed a little discipline, got up quite early and drove quite a distance and got this shot. And I did a painting of it back in oh my goodness, probably 2009, that I have on the in my hallway here. That was like a 6x9, and then I believe I've done it as an 8x10, maybe. Each time it's very different. It's a composition, and something about it I really like. And I'd love to, hopefully on this trip I'm taking, get up and get out early and get some more of this kind of light through the trees in the morning sort of picture, because that's the kind of thing I really like to paint. Well, there's so many things I like to paint, but I really enjoy painting this, and that's why I've done it so many times. I am on vacation right now, but well, actually I'm not on vacation as I record this video, but as I've stated in the last two videos that I've put up, or that will be going up, I just thought it would be very difficult for me to get the videos uploaded and produced on my laptop. So what I'm doing is I'm recording them, and I'm putting them up on YouTube and scheduling them for release. And I will be writing blog posts to go along. I probably should know. The whole reason for the videos was so I would have something visual to put in my blogs, and because I started recording these videos back in 2014, I have a good backlog of stuff. In fact, it's pretty awesome to be able to just dig back and grab something from September of last year and be able to present it to you a year later. And boy, bye. I've been working and working and painting, and I think ultimately I've made progress. One of the major accomplishments of 2015 was getting the 100 Days of Tonalism done, and then that had an impact on my painting, and that would be reflected in Meadow here, I think. One of the keys to painting well, as any of you would know, that I believe, is that it's really important to do a lot of painting, because there's absolutely no substitute for experience when it comes to painting. I mean, you can watch a bunch of DVDs and buy a bunch of books and take a bunch of courses, but and those things will have an impact on you that'll be positive, no doubt about that, but the impact that they have on you will be that into experience, and that means by doing a lot of paintings. And there's no substitute for doing a lot of paintings, and I stress that with all of my students, and I just stress it with all of you as well too, because if you think there's a shortcut, there isn't. And wow, it looks like I missed some things in this videotaping process for this little painting, but we're moving along. And that was only like 4 times faster than I actually painted it. So just a bit faster than real life, maybe. Hey. Anyway, rambling on. I guess I could talk about what's going on in the studio right now, because I'll be on vacation when this is up. But today I worked on an 18 by 24, and it went pretty well on set. And 18 by 24 is a new size for me. It's larger than I was used to painting, and so I'm still adapting to that large size. And one thing I've noticed is it just physically takes me longer to complete a painting that's that size. I endeavor to use large brushes, but just the sheer amount of how can I put it? The sheer amount of requires more time and more effort. So last couple paintings I've been doing, or more like the last 5 or 6 I've been laying down the paint a bit thicker than usual. And I think, looking at some of these videos, I try and put a liberal amount of paint down. And one of the things that I like to do is I let that dry, and then I'll scrape it down with a palette knife. I'm very interested in going with a slightly thicker paint film these days, and that's been going great and giving me some pretty nice results. I'm really liking it. And oil paint is such a wonderful medium to paint in if you haven't tried it and you're working with acrylics or something like that. It's forgiving, it's buttery, it does what you want, it's flexible. The cleanup, it's not mineral spirits with a little screen in it. I clean my brushes with that, and then I finish up with a brush soap, and it's no big deal, So some people don't like the odors involved. As far as that goes, the mineral spirits I recommend using is the Gamasol. That's very superior. I was around solvents and things like that professionally for many years, and I have a very low tolerance for those sorts of odors, and even the smell of turpentine, I don't like it. And like I say, I try and do 90% of my brush cleaning with this brush soap, which I started using this year, and I highly recommend if you haven't tried that yet. It's a great way to go. Because you could think those brushes are clean after you've gone. I used to have a 2-jar system with the mineral spirits, both with some screens inside, and I'd thoroughly clean those brushes. And I thought I could do that, and then you take the soap to them and you see all the paint that's trapped in there. And getting that paint out is really important if you want your brushes to last you a long time, which I do, since another thing I like to impart to all my students is not to use cheap brushes to try and do paintings with. Even if you are a student, it's something that's already difficult to accomplish, which is landscape painting, is going to be even more, because it just won't respond properly. It won't have a proper amount of snap. It won't have good edges. It's going to drop hairs in your painting. It's just going to be bad. There's no reason to use a cheap brush ever. I don't care if it's the first painting you've ever done or ever will do. Go out and get yourself a decent brush. So anyway, the big painting I did today went well. I would have liked a little more polish on it, but at a certain point in time it ran, and I always try to do more than that with my first color pass. I try to get a lot of expression and interest into the painting. I will at every stage, even the drawing stage, and that's almost all completely covered by the first color pass, but I feel it's important to really get a lot of expression in there at every stage. And one of the ideas that I subscribe to is trying to make sure your painting looks, if you croak on the way home from the studio, there'll be some sort of decent painting there. Anyway, thanks for joining us for this little study. We'll be doing the larger 8x8 in our next video, and like I said, I really enjoy painting this motif, and hopefully you enjoyed watching me do it. And if you'd like to see more of my work or learn more about me, go to landscapepainter.co.nz. There's a bunch of paintings there, and of course links to my blog and things like that. I'll be back next week with the 8x8, as I said, and we'll see you then. So meanwhile, take good care and stay out of trouble.